Oh, we're getting underway now, chat. It's time once again. We have got Esea Premiere Season 36, and we are ready to go.
All right, and I believe these sides are decided already. So we will be seeing Ggpr on the CT side, Rise starting on the T side.
Yeah, no utility to speak up on the Ggpr side, but vice versa over on the Rise Esports Club. They have two flashes to work with. They're looking to put a bit of presence outside. Two players towards lobby with the bomb. Good tag damage coming out right out of the gates. Lowrider tagged down to 23 HP. He's going to have to back off, play a little bit more passive, but he's kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place. He's going to be able to find one onto Aiden to start things off. But Saturn's trying to bait out the kill to find the trade, but it's not going to be coming through just yet. He's playing that very conservatively. Doesn't want to give away that trade frag just yet.
Yeah, now we're just in the lull of the mid round, kind of just waiting to see who baits out who. And it looks like we're going to see the bomb start to kind of walk down towards ramp here.
Yeah, the man advantage is had by that Ggpr, but that's going to be traded out almost immediately. As soon as I say it, Fetal will be able to find that one. Brings it down to 3 versus 3. Something to keep in mind is Lowrider is incredibly low. He's at that 3 HP mark. Got that 3 HP in a dream. But User's going to be able to back him up and find one. That's going to start things off nicely here into this retake. But Saturn's going to be able to find two. Beautifully done. Now Exotic's the last man standing. He's over towards ramp. He's going to need to find these both before he can get this defuse. He's going to spot out the first one towards Silo. The shots are ringing out, and Fetal will come out with it. First round to Rise Esports Club.
Yeah, Saturn just totally put that together. That all depended on, you know, if they're going to be able to make that dive through, make that dive down vent to kind of secure that round. I think that was smart playing from Rise to kind of separate them out and kind of put Ggpr into a spot where they kind of were forced into that very constricted rotate. So
yeah, look at this. Nicely done. Saturn going to be able to find one on the Lowrider, start things off, and another frag nearly found there. He'll get away by the skin of his teeth. They're going to be looking to find him. He's playing passive now. Looking to head down secret with the bomb towards that B site. Players might have rotated already onto that site and are getting ready to contest it. But it's going to be desperate. Yu's going to be able to find one. R2's able to find one as well. But the trade does come through from Aiden across the map. Brings it down to a 3 versus 3. Traded back to even. These AKs and Galils are being eliminated slowly but surely. But the retake on this would be very difficult onto this B site if they do attempt it. Nicely done. Aiden able to find one onto Exotic. Brings it down to Hughes and George. Hughes looking for one with the MAC-10. Will find the bomb. And George will find one onto Aiden. Brings it all down to Saturn in a 1 versus 2. He is all alone in the server. And he's got to clutch this up to turn it around. You don't want to lose this round, this second round, when you force all the way up to the opposite side. The CT side of Ggpr is looking rather stellar right now. These deagles and shotguns are working out, and George is going to find it with the deag. Nicely done. Saturn eliminated. First round to Ggpr, tying things up here in the second.
Credit to Ggpr there. I mean, putting yourself into that spot where you start to kind of go down those first 2 rounds on the CT side, it's recoverable, but breaking that, of course, is preferred. So just kind of making those kills happen and just being able to force that ramp position and get the bomb down won them that round.
Yeah, look at this. We got Deco coming out, Tech 9 and Consti. Meanwhile, opposite end of the spectrum, they got those AKs that were picked up, the MAC-10s, MP9s, and AUG and an M4 to work with on that Ggpr side. It should be a simple round for them. But Rise is going to be looking to make it difficult. Lots of aggression outside. Nothing has been contacted just yet. But this first shot will come out. The trade from Aiden is swift, though. And that's going to bring it down. Nicely done. The trade from Lowrider does come out. The refrag is good. And Lowrider is just cleaning up house now. Simply done. Consti, last man standing, needs to find at least one. He'll be able to find that with a Tech 9. Looking for a second. Won't be able to do it. That's the round for Ggpr. And a second to them.
Yeah, two off the eco. Not terrible. I mean, kind of make what you can do after losing that, you know, being broken on the second round. So we'll kind of, that'll help them with the money side. I mean, that's all you can ask for in that situation, T-side nuke, so. we'll see a full buy up against just a couple of pistols and a flash and a little bit of utility. Nothing crazy. And this will be a
Lowrider! Oh, nicely done. And a slaughter over towards ramp from Exotic. That brings it all down to Dorian. He's all alone, Glock in hand, looking for one, gets eliminated by Use. That's a third to the side of Ggpr.
I was going to say, Aiden kind of started work on taking out his own teammate on that ramp push there, too. Just a little bit of... It was a little tough there, that M4 spray down. Not much you can work through there down on ramps, so... Here we are. We'll see some guns come out in this round. We'll have full utility on the 2 Galil holders in Demorin and Consti, so we should see, you know, an actual execute out of this round, and this should be the first real test of this match so far.
Yeah, some good tag damage going the way of Rice now. They're down to 42-39 on some of these players. Dorian going to be eliminated. Aiden now left outside. Gonna have to try and get away by the skin of his teeth currently. At that 39 HP mark, is just such a deadly position to be at, especially against these N4s. Saturn tagged down as well. Consti's eliminated by the side of Use. Now brought down to the 3 versus 5. This is worst case scenario from Rise. They just bought all the way up. They had a bit of utility to work with. They had those AKs. But the side Ggpr is just looking superior. Lowrider able to find those 2 with the AWP. Brings it down to Saturn in a 1 versus 5. Very desperate straits. He will be able to find a refrag, but it might be all for naught at this point. George, watching his back, will find him, and the head is found. A 4th to Ggpr.
Yeah, that one just kind of stalled out. Kind of going for that outside push. The second that the bomb gets dropped by just that spray through the smoke, you just put, they just kind of got stuck outside. Not much they could really do there, and then just came down to being picked off one by one as they had to push back into angles to try and make something work. And, you know, the lurk coming through, I don't remember those ramp or on the A site, but that lurk coming out from the T side really didn't do much and just kind of put them down another player. So here we go. Max 10's in hand. Saturn unable to get 2.
Oh, nicely done. A flurry of frags coming out from both sides. Brings it down to this 2 versus 3. Ggpr does come out of ahead, but so far it's been a costly round. Shots will come out from Exotic, and the bomb will go down. That's going to be great for the economy. A retake's going to have to come out now. It should be swiftly done. Beetle is the last man standing. He'll be eliminated, and that should be a 5th for Ggpr.
Double check. Is your X-ray on?
No.
Tisk.
I use several different configs, and each time it does something different.
Yeah, I feel that. I've got, I think, like 3 versions of like different observer configs that are all like conflicting, and I'm pretty sure most of them have commands that don't even make any sense anymore or just don't work. So
yeah,
been in that boat, been there, done that. So 5-1 so far, Ggpr. I mean, this is a typical CT side, but they're doing a good job to kind of prevent the worst from happening, since, you know, Rise has only gotten the pistol so far. But we will see Rise on full AKs, full utility, and this is going to be the first real test so far in this matchup. Kind of testing their luck here. Playing contact.
Oh.
George Lucky getting that first frag off of the ladder peak too. Not T side on this map. You really don't want to be stuck in this 4v5 situation. I mean, it's still doable, but compared to some other maps, you really do need the manpower to kind of make your way into sites, because the second that you're kind of put into those, there's so many angles to be worrying about. And it looks like they'll be kind of trying to aim their way down towards ramp here, which will be a bit of an interesting take, considering they do have arc. And they do have Arc and Exotic kind of sitting here waiting for this.
Mm-hmm. We're down to this 5 versus 4. Look at this. Rise starting to make their way over here towards ramp. 2 players from the side over here, and the shots are quick. R2 and Exotic able to find them, but Consti will be able to find one. Now last man standing, Lowrider will be able to find him. Quickly done. That is a 6-1 scoreline for Ggpr. We're going to assume that this match pause is coming out of Rise Esports Club, because right now things are looking kind of pitiful for them. They're able to pick up 1 round, but after that, it's been a succession of 6 from Ggpr. Just no Just no stops being given to them just yet, and no respect either. Rise is going to need to figure out how they need to rebuttal this and get onto these sites. It's been very difficult for them to do any of that so far.
I gotta say, Consi kind of made it look a little bit scary there towards the end of that round there, picking up those 2 frags on ramp. I mean, it was a little bit late to really do anything with it, but there is a world in which that happens. So, you know, here we are. We'll see kind of a full buy coming out again. They're a little bit down on firepower on the Rise side, where they do have that Galil, but they will have most of the utility that they do need to kind of make anything happen here. And it looks like they'll aim this bias towards the outside, but will they be ready for Arc in the smoke?
Yeah, if they aren't expecting this, Arc could be a problem, and he is. 1-2. There we go. Gets tagged down 13. He's going to retreat as quickly as he can and claim himself an AK. That's the man advantage gained by Ggpr. Rise Esports, they're kind of in a tough position once again. They're back down to this 3 versus 5. Ggpr is giving them no stops at all, and Dorium has just been eliminated. Now brought down to 2 versus 5. Not much Rise can do into this situation. They might want to try to maybe find a rifle or two, take away a couple of these rifles. The economy is being built up on Ggpr. You need to find at least 1 or 2 frags to start limiting that as much as you can.
Yeah, I gotta say, we're starting to get into that point where the CTs are just kind of gathering so much money, and as I say that, Exotic picks up, Exotic with 2, ending the round, and that will be putting Rise probably into a save 1 here. I gotta say, like, it's really coming down to entry kills right now. Entry kills are like heavily favored on the GDPR side right now. They're not really getting those first kills on the Rise side, and it's just putting them into these, whatever 4v5, 3v5s super early into the round before they can even get set up in any, in any sort of meaningful way for any executes.
Look at this. Exotic gets some good tag damage, but these Tech 9s will be able to find one. At Aiden with that Deagle. Should be able to get this bomb down. Vito looking for one. Won't be able to find it. Arctus will eliminate him. The refrag does come out. And he's going to be looking to get this bomb down as quickly as possible. They got to be careful. One at double doors could be the issue for them. We'll see if he does come on out. Hughes playing very carefully now over towards double. Not going to be able to find it. Saturn will be able to trade it back. Brings it down to this 2 versus 2. A winnable situation for Rise and one they desperately need. Brings it down to George. George is alone in the server for the first time into this match. And Saturn needs to find him with this nade. Nicely done. That's going to be quite a bit of damage. And now the AWP should come out here. There it is. Nicely done. A second round for Rise. Finally putting that second on the board. Now down by 5.
There is like zero world in which Rise should have won that round. They just kind of forced their way down ramp, got that first pick, and just kind of isolated themselves off. And GDPR had people on B site ready, but they lost to the duels because Demarin can just hit insane shots with the Tech 9 apparently. So here we are, 7-2, and that will put a little bit of momentum and a little bit of pep into the oh man, I don't even know what that saying is, so I'm just gonna abandon it right there. But a little pep in their boots, shoes. I don't remember what it is, but
a little pep in their step.
That's probably it.
That's probably it.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day, yes, it has. But we've got full buys coming out from both squads now. An AWP on Dorian, which will need to be the difference maker. They need to find their way onto one of these sites as soon as possible. Because right now, things haven't been going well for them. It has been very lackluster. They're down by 5. GGPR has been able to steamroll them, and they've been able to put 2 on the board. They need more than that, especially going on to that CT side. If they can claim just a few, things will be much better. Maybe 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, I gotta say, I gotta look back and kind of double check here, but I think that I'm gonna have to check which side they started on in their advanced game last season. Let's see what we can see if it was like a Rise start on CT, but Aiden.
Look at this, George gonna find one. The trade does come out from Aiden, but he's dealt with swiftly, and the top is eliminated as well. That's an 8th to GGPR. Very swiftly done. The execute shut down, and now 6 up against Rise.
Yeah, the timing on that mini push was just kind of unfortunate. you know, they didn't check the. I didn't see who it was, but they didn't check. They didn't do a full check coming out of Squeaky onto the top side there, and it kind of put them in this weird sandwich situation and just allowed the trade frags to favor GGPR. They were completely ready for that, and yeah, not much you can say there. I mean, you'd want to be calling the match pause right now if you're Rise, which is what's happened, but yeah, I gotta say, I mean, Use is playing really well so far. Maybe you just need some time to warm up. Currently the top frag on Ggpr, so maybe Nuke is his favorite map. Maybe we're looking at a Franz J here.
maybe.
I only Q Nuke.
Yeah, no, we're coming back into it now. We got double AKs on the Rise. Meanwhile, 3 MAC-10s as well. It'll be interesting to see if they can get anything done with this. It could be a lackluster. Oh, no, Saturn. That's unfortunate. The shots do come out. Use able to find one. The trade does come through. George looking for one. Gonna be able to find it, but Fidel does find that refrag. Brings it down to this 3 versus 3. It is a double AK and a MAC-10 to work with to keep this site their own. But they gotta be careful. That AWP can be such a deadly force if they use it in the right position. We're in a 3 versus 3. Arctus gonna be making his way up through vents. Gonna be able to find one. Nicely done. Looking towards lobby. Does tap where one of these players is, but nothing comes from it. Nicely done. Finds the head of Dorian. Brings it all down. Nice little 3K. Cleanly done. The retake done by one man. A 9th to GGPR.
Arc just playing out of his mind. It's just nuts. Kind of just took that in his own hands, just played around the squeaky player there and just cleaned things up. It was excellent patience sitting up in heaven there. I always love it when I see that little heaven smoke come out the corner off of the stairs there. Man, I wish people knew that smoke in, you know, when we're trying to play Face It Pugs and, you know, just losing elo when we're trying to retake things, but excellent play.
Oh my gosh,
wow.
Dorian. That was beautifully done. Able to find one on the Use, brings it down to this 4 versus 5.
I think this is one of the first rounds in a while that we've seen the opening kill go to Rise. So now can they capitalize off of that is the better question. Guess they're just kind of waiting for this push now. Playing at default, I guess. Just kind of sitting, waiting for CTs to make the first move. Leaning towards ramp, but the bomb is back out towards CT or towards T spawn.
Yeah, we've got ourselves in a 4 versus 5. The AWP is still in the hands of Lowrider. The man advantage is finally on that side of Rise, and they really need to make that work. Because if they don't, it's going to be really, really sorrowful. They've got an AUG to go against that double AK and that AWP on Lowrider. Things could go very south very quickly if they aren't careful about it. But they find the second, this round could go their way.
Faking the outside smokes. This is going to bait out the rotation from heaven to kind of try and take some shots. And he's going to rotate all the way to ramp. He's faking him out of his boots here. Oh, but George!
Oh, no, George. It's over. The round has been lost and beautifully done by George. The ace does come on out. And a 10th for GGPR. Oh, Lord, that was...
That was Rise's round to win. Rise baited out almost every player towards the B site there. They had, wow, yeah, take the match pause. You need it after that one. Holy wow, that's insane. Just George just solo holding down Vent and Squeaky there, and just the AUG is in the meta. The AUG is in the meta. I'm telling you, like. I love seeing it come out so much more because, it's so strong. But I don't understand. He did that in close quarters, too. I mean, he finished off the last one with the AK, but, that was good. I want to see that more.
Yeah, we all do. We all do. And yes, chat, best of 3, best of 3. So there's another map at least for Rise to come back on because they're down by 8 currently. This has been an overly rough map for them, and they really haven't been able to get their ball rolling. It has been very slow the entire time. They've got 3 MAC-10s, 2 deals to work with. And honestly, this might be just a rush to get either the round over or find a few frags. It needs to be a flurry if they do want to make anything happen.
Yeah, those Tech 9s can be dangerous, and they have proven that those are dangerous. If we go back and look at that eco round earlier, this is getting to a tipping point where Ggpr is kind of going past that level of rounds that you should be comfortable with losing on the T side. And it looks like they'll kind of try and take their bias towards outside here. I didn't see where that happened. Dang, auto director.
Now we're down to this 4 versus 5. Not too unexpected so far. They're making their way and barreling down secret now, looking to get on this B site. They want to get this plant as quickly as they can. I don't know if there's anyone there to contest them currently. So this could be an interesting round coming out of them.
Arc and Exotic already on a crossfire, but they do have to worry about that squeaky player.
Oh, nicely done. Dorian able to find one. Arctu's able to find one with the AK. Exotic and George double it up and bring it all down to Dorian. He's all alone with the Tech 9, and things couldn't be going worse. They were able to find one frag, but that's going to be about all he'll be able to do. He's at so low HP. Going for the bomb plant, looking for just the cash, and the knife is coming out. The shot finally does finish him out from use, but that right there is the 11th.
Well, I kind of take it that Ggpr has been kind of looking at some film here. Good job from Morin to at least get a bomb plan out of that situation. I mean, that's something to look with, and that will let them buy up into an op. And I believe they should be able to get a full buy. Yep, they'll get a full buy in here. Mostly limited utility, but they'll have. No, I'm speaking out of my rear. They've got plenty of utility to work with here, but. You know, it's apparent. Ggpr has kind of studied up since they last played them in advance. I mean, that was like forever ago, but Ggpr looking like the prepared team for Nuke. I don't think Rise was ready for Ggpr to come out, considering this is usually their perma ban. I'm pretty sure this is normally their perma ban from Ggpr.
Yeah, Ggpr is looking really good right about now. Good tag on the Aiden does come on out from that op of Lowrider. He's going to be backing off for the time being. Doesn't want to lose it just yet. Knows if he repeats it, it could be quits for him. But now they're in a very desperate strait. It's 5 versus 5. They are 11-2 on the scoreboard. They're looking to head outside. Lowrider could be able to find something here. That Molly's going to stall them down for a little bit. That nade's not going to find anything just yet. There could be a problem here if they're not careful.
The one thing I will say is let's not write them off completely yet. I mean, Rise still has a good chance to no gap in the smoke, no gap. Okay, and then they're safe on the cross, but like I wouldn't write them off yet. I've seen crazier things happen on the CT side, so you know maybe Rise is just as good on the CT side. We'll have to see. It just depends if Rise is able to get enough rounds to make that kind of comeback doable.
Yeah, the reverse sweep could come on out. But it's 11-2. Things are looking as worse as they could, and they're looking to go onto the B side. There's 2 players towards ramp now. They're not peeking just yet and playing this very slowly. That Molly's going to stall things out. Aiden, oh no! Exotic going to find that frag with that Molly. And that's going to start things off nicely for Rise. Timed it all the way down, and now the retake in a 4 versus 5 is going to have to come on out.
Saturn's in a bit of a good spot for this. Already out of Squeaky, doesn't have to worry about this. So, this is leaning towards Rise here, I think.
Definitely 4 versus 5. Oof. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done. Trades do come out both ways. Consti able to find one. Exotic and Arctus trade him back even. Brings it down to a 2 versus 1. Last man standing. Dorian, he has that AWP. He finds one, but the refrag does come out very promptly. That's going to be on 12.
That was a crisp shot from Mark. I mean, of course, I mean he had a scope on that, but that was a really well done retake from Ggpr in that situation. Not the cleanest, of course, but
yeah,
nice.
Good nicely done so far.
We're looking at maybe a 12-3 half, which would, considering how Rise won the last time they met, they're going to be going in the film room.
Yeah, they really will be. Ooh, good tags coming out immediately. Lowrider trying to find the taps back, but won't be able to find anything. Ducks away in the nick of time. That's going to be going the way of Rise so far, but Lowrider He's going to be playing more passive. Beetle's going to be able to find one. Looking for a second. Will be able to confirm it. The trade from George does come on out, but it's now down to this 4 versus 3. The man advantage is gained, and the HP is low.
Oh, George going for the re-aggression, and he'll get one. Back away and just hold on to that kill as you even it out. Still dangerous. Lowrider on 10 HP. Yup.
Now look at this. Feedle going to be peeking out. Finds one on the Lowrider. That is the Opper with low HP eliminated. And now it's down to Use. Use over here towards ramp is going to need to find quite a few to make this work. Finds one. Gets the tag onto the other. Misses the nade. And now the refrag comes on out from Dorium. Gives it all down to George. George versus 2.
Oh.
It's going to have to try and figure out, hey, this is going towards the A site. Oh, he figured it out very promptly. Oh, no, there's one, but the trade finally does come out from Aiden. A 12-3 half. Ggpr come out with a substantial lead.
Wow, just gotta hand it to them. This is just such a better performance from the last time they played. Last time they played, it's like when you start looking at those 16-11 games, it's just, you know, you're just getting a couple bursts of rounds here and there, and you're never really looking at putting, you know, Rise in any danger. But to just put them into a spot where you're up 12 rounds coming out of your CT half, you've only got to put away 4 rounds.
Yeah.
We are looking at Inferno next. So however this ends, this is the complete opposite of what I was expecting to happen here. I was expecting to see something pretty close on Nuke, maybe even Rise running away with this one considering the past, but they've done a really good job of negating, you know, whatever that they've clued into with Rise's with what Rise is, you know, what they've been doing on Nuke. You know, they've just been completely shutting it down. So here we are, pistols round, and it looks like they'll be kind of shoving their way down towards Secret here, not taking any damage on the way down either team. A couple shots fired, just information exchanged.
Nicely done. Feedle will find that refrag very promptly though. That's gonna cause a bit of a stall there coming out from Ggpr. They know that the line of sight is gained, and it could go their way. Ggpr are now making their way up towards A. Lowrider knows there's one up there. Go and find that tap on the Dormium and brings it on down. R2's good for one as well. Brings it all down on the heads of Rise Esports. Feedle and Aiden, last 2 men standing in a 2 versus 4 retake here in the pistol. I'm not sure if they're going to go for it. He might save the armor.
Yeah, if I'm in their shoes, I save the armor too. Oh, get one. Able to get one. Some money. But your armor's going to take some damage. You'll have to rebuy it up into it. This round is so important for Rise to win. If you lose this pistol and you lose the one after... Oh, good shot from Aiden. Don't know if the retake's really going to be able to happen. No kit to work with. No, he's got a kit. He's got a kit to work with here. Beat out one.
Bait shot was a miss. Is able to find one. Knows there's a second. Misses his 2 shots. And is able to confirm the kill. But that's a 13th for Ggpr. Starting things off swimmingly here on their T side. Now 2 away from match point and 3 away from ending the map.
If you're Aiden, that one's got to hurt. Getting all of those frags too, just at the end there. I mean, time just not on your side. But, I mean, now you just got to hope. You got to just cross your fingers and hope that you can get the break in here. You got to force up, otherwise you're losing this map. This round is everything.
It really is. You've got yourself some Deagles, a CZ75, a Moss, and an SSG to work with. You got to make the most of it. Shots do come out. The first shots and the second shot with the SSG is a miss. And my internet has gone down?
I believe the server has gone down because I no longer have connection to it either.
The server went down. Did it actually?
I don't have connection to the Go TV either.
Okay, well, maybe it'll come back. I'm gonna...
Time to go check the Esea Discord, huh?
Yeah, it definitely is. Exner's typing as well. I have a feeling Esea server's just,
Oh, no.
Just,
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me see.
Well,
I
yeah,
hope it's
yeah,
just that GoTV that went down. Let me double check.
no, a bunch, yeah, no, everything's gone down. Extra salt is out.
Oh
Everything
dear.
went down. All the GOTVs are gone. Chat, everything has died. I think Esea went down.
Yep. And it looks like everybody's kind of slowly timing out of the servers. It looks.
Well, a great day.
I'm not
Great
sure.
day.
I think just GoTVs are down.
Oh,
No.
man.
Nope, everything's down. Yep,
Oh,
everything.
Lord.
Yeah, everything's screwed.
Oh, that's
Well.
fantastic. That's beautiful. I can't believe it. Yeah, Davey and Extra both in the Discord just like, hey, it's gone.
Everything's broke.
We killed it. Sorry.
Yeah, this is weird because even HLTV's behind. It's not even showing the last round yet. So
All right, we've got I've got a new one for you.
we got a new one. Okay,
got a
are we
new
back
one.
to it? Oh, let me get my.
There you go. Chat, we're gonna try to get back on it. But no, ESA went down. That wasn't us. That wasn't me. I promise. I thought it was me. I was like, my internet's died, and then I was like, nope, nope, nope. That doesn't happen every day. But I'm back into the server now, so that's what all that matters. Here we go. Good to go. 4 versus 5. Ggpr are on a decoy. Looks like Rice is able to pick up 1 round, pick themselves up a 4th. They have the buy into this one for Galils, AKs, M4s to work with. And Consti able to find 1. Oh, Arctus in a great position to find 1. Needs to find the 2nd. Won't be able to do it. The trade from Fetal does come on out. Brings down to George and Exotic. Shots out of Consti, will be able to find 1. Exotic able to trade it back, but the last elimination does ring out in a 5th for Rise Esports.
Yep, here we are. Okay, so where did we leave off? So is that so we've got 3 rounds to Rise. So are they on a bit of a streak here? Yeah, okay. So we're on a 3-round streak from Rise, coming back into the GoTV here. So Ggpr is on a save, and if you're a Rise, this is pretty good. You've got something started here, and you're not in the worst position ever.
Oh, can't see about had one there. There it does. Comes on out. Use eliminated. Now down to this 4 versus 5. Of course, this is an eco. Not much to say. They're just gonna be looking for some frags, maybe find 1 or 2 kills to really start swinging things into their own direction, but it'll be difficult to come on out. Looks like they want to start heading their way over here. Nicely done. Arctus able to find 1 with the Deagle. Brings it down to this 4 versus 5. The plant will be able to come out on this B site, but the retake and the stall should come out very promptly here. No one will contest the bomb plant. Aiden able to find 1, but they're just looking for money.
Yeah, Arc gonna just kind of back off here, stop possessing the ramp. Will this spray be good on Exotic? Not quite. Left alone, and they'll finish him off. Consti leaving just Arc on ramp. What little can Arc do except hold on to this gun? Maybe try to contest?
Yeah, he's gonna look for a frag. That's all he's looking for. Won't be able to find anything. That will be a 6 to the side of Rise Esports Club. They're looking to start making a resurgence late in the game now, but they've got a lot to do. They've got to figure out their rounds very quickly and put them all into succession, because if you drop 2, it's match point. You drop 3, that's game over. That's map 1 done and dusted.
Well, who knows? We're looking at a CT side, of course, and if they can replicate what happens, just at the beginning of the game, they've got a chance. But the spray coming out there, they've surely heard that onto Aiden here, and they'll molly him out. Oh, 21 health in a dream. Get out of there, save your life, and just hold on to that rifle as long as you can. Good start for your Ggpr into this round after getting that bomb plant last round. Exotic kind of stranded in secret, though. Also, we forgot it is CSGO Tuesdays.
Oh, it is CSGO Tuesday. You're right. Absolutely lovely. But we're here now 5 versus 5. The HP has gone the way of Ggpr. Aiden's tagged down to 21, but no frags to come or speak of just yet. It's being played very passively by both sides currently.
Yeah, you're in a bit of a predicament if you're GDPR because you no longer have the utility really to make a safe cross into secret. So you just got to hope that you really just got to hope that Exotic can get something done here and just kind of get some sort of stab in the back done.
Look at that, nicely done. Use able to find one, Lowrider able to find another as well. Brings it down to this 3 versus 5. Man advantage is had by GDPR, and Use getting good tags on the Fetal as well. And we're looking to put that smoke down up in heaven and try and be able to have a little bit of space to work with, but it looks like the retake won't come on out. That will be a 14th to GGPR, and the full save as well from Rise.
Yeah, you got to save on these guns. Having Exotic on that backstab play was, I don't think it was planned, but you know, it certainly put the doubt into the minds of if you're Rise that you know there are players coming. So are they going to flash in and try to remove the save possibility here?
Yeah, they are. Look at this. Stormium able to find one. The trade does come out, and the double spray down from Marcus. There we go, a 14th to GGPR.
Yeesh. That's brutal. We will still see an op buy. Oh, no utility in the hands. Just body armor. You know, we'll just see just body armor coming out from most of the CTs in this round. It'll be kind of a bit of a mashed force here. Try to prevent it from going to match point, I guess. I think they're just kind of hoping that they can kind of start stringing more rounds together because buying here puts you into a bit of a precarious situation considering your loss bonus is in a
Ooh, look at this. Stormium could find one here. Ooh, has the lineup and finds the frag. Nicely done. That's on to George. That's going to bring it down to a 4 versus 5 man advantage gained by Rise. They're going to be looking to play off of that as much as they can.
Exotic's in a really good spot to make something dangerous here, but it looks like they've kind of given this up on purpose. But this does leave Fetally kind of just chilling alone in ramp with 2 angles to think about.
Oh, look at this. Oh no, Exotic up in heaven. Gonna be able to find one. Looking for a second. Will get traded though. The Lowrider able to come from behind. Find one. Now the Dormium rings on out. Finds a Lowrider. Now he's in a sticky situation. Looks for another. Gets a third. Looking for the 4th now. Could possibly find him, but Aiden will execute Use. Brings a 7th to the side of Rise. Now half the scoreline of GGPR.
Demorin, look at those shots, saving that for Rise. We're back into a match pause here. I think that GGPR kind of threw that. They had an opportunity to just plow down ramp. They had everybody set up for it, but instead they decided to have Exotic push up into heaven and try and clear out from behind, but only being able to get that one frag and immediately trade it out just leaves you in a position where you run right into the hands of strong individual plays. So now you're looking at Rise on a comeback. Decent money ish, kind of. They're still in a pretty rough spot, but they can make something happen here. And if we're gonna continue to see individual plays come out like what we've seen from Demorin, then we're gonna be watching quite a bit more Nuke. So this is going to come down to whether or not GGPR can make a coordinated push, clean house, and close this thing out.
Yeah, that's what this really comes down to. This almost feels like a technical timeout with the length of it so far. It doesn't feel all too tactical. I feel like someone's having some issues.
Yeah, this is attack.
Really quickly.
Or attack.
Yeah, the pings look fine. I mean, somewhere in the 50s, of course, but that's pretty standard for North America.
I was gonna say, is there anything I could see in chat? Nope. Here we are. Technical pause. We need like we need some like tech pause music, you know?
Yeah. If Esea provided me with that, I would use it, but otherwise I would get banned if I put anything on.
This is true. I mean, we could sing our own music. I think chat would probably kill us if we did that though.
No, I feel like they would be very angry with me if I start singing.
Cancelled.
Again? Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, we'll see. Now we got to see, and I mean, let's just put a hypothetical here.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not going to put a hypothetical because if I do this, everybody's going to point me out for a caster's curse if Rise comes back. When we go to Inferno, there's a chance that Ggpr can close it out if something, if this all plays out how it should, how it's currently playing out, which is still not called by any means. I think that Rise has the advantage going into Inferno unless Ggpr has pulled something crazy out in the last weekend. Considering that they lost Inferno pretty good and Rise had a really good Inferno, and those maps are recent, I think we're less likely to see something crazy come out here. So we may be going to 3 maps. We might see Mirage come out, but it depends on a few factors. If Rise pulls off a comeback, I think we're seeing a 2-0.
Yeah, honestly, that could be the way it goes. But Rise really needs to make this next map work really well.
Is that your mug? Did they take a picture of your mug?
I drank the coffee out of it, obviously.
It's all gone. It's ours. Fired. Hey, you can't do that anymore. Is that too brash? I think that's too brash.
That was a little too brash.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I love you.
It was pretty funny though.
Oh, he did it himself. He did it to himself. Here we are. Okay, so we will be seeing Rise with good weaponry, MP7 in the hands of Saturn, and we will see most of a full buy. They are bought down to nothing pretty much on the T side here, and they have no money, and they have only double loss bonus, so we will be seeing a save if Ggpr loses this round. Oh, the ramp stack. Will Fetal be ready?
Oh, Fetal. Nicely done. Able to find one there. Brings it down to a 4 versus 5. Man advantage is gained by Rise into this one. Ggpr needs to be careful about. Nicely done. Dormium is able to find a tag, but it doesn't confirm the kill. That's going to be crucial coming into the rest of this round. George coming around through outside, but there are players watching his position. Lowrider has to find Fetal as quick as he can. Has to find. There's a bit of a crossfire here. Look at this. Aiden playing an observation. Fetal down by that box there. Things could go very dicey very quickly.
Yeah, especially with Exotic on such low health. He has to hit that first shot if they're going to make this happen. Ooh, knows where the player is, though, now. This is interesting. It's not a full sell on either site so far, but George with the backstab. Got to worry about Consi now, and then the entry.
Nice. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the B site opened up like a book. Consti and Dormian, last 2 men standing. I don't know if they're going to go for the retake here. They may look for some exits, but that's going to be about it. This right here should be match point found by Ggpr, unless something really goes awry.
Yeah, looks like they're already calling out. No, they're going for this? Okay, they are going for this. I totally did not spot it out, but that backstab from George, that's what they were waiting for. I was kind of wondering, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. They probably got a Lurker playing. And you know what? There it is. Lurker gets the kill, able to kind of back off and then run back into the site. And voila, you've got the 15th round. Oh, Consi? Oh, no! Oh. The saved gun is gone. No loss bonus to contest with. We might be seeing GG here. There is enough money for a full buy. The op is carried over, so there is still hope, but no money. 15 rounds. Oh no, this is looking rough. And I believe we may be going to Inferno pretty quickly here.
Yeah, we're coming into this now. Deagles, an op, and a FAMAS to work with in the hands of Rise Esports Club. Things couldn't be dicey here on this last round. 8th round into the second half. Tags on the Consti. We'll start out the round with a flurry of bullets. Tag down to 76. He will be able to get out, dodge, and hold it down for the time being. But this is being played very slowly so far. Ggpr knows that if they charge into Rise, Rise could possibly hit these shots and carry the game on further. But they want to end it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, a little bit of standoff going on here. Constantly going to trade a few shots. Nothing Nothing too much happening. Secret control kind of being contested. I mean, you're going to be looking at Arc versus Saturn here. And this is a bit of a slow play. Don't let yourself get taken out. They've still got two guns in the play. Feedly does go down to use though. Oh, and Arc with another.
Oh, Dormium able to find one, though, onto George. Brings it down to a 3 versus 4. And they're on the B site. All right, Ggpr are looking to end things quickly. And the retake is forced to come out here. Rise, they have to find this round. Otherwise, this map is over. And the first one has been picked up by Ggpr.
Oh, the dink. And just like that.
There we go. Yep. Nicely done. That's a 16.
And just like that, we're going to Inferno. So what a shocker from Ggpr. This is completely against my expectations coming into this, just given, you know, what's been going on in the one time that they played before. Good stuff. I mean, we'll be looking at a much closer Inferno, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, this is we're in for I think we're in for 3 maps here.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we are. We'll be taking a short break in between on this map and the next one. Next map is Inferno, so don't go in.